everybody. Here we are at the BASS High School National Bass Fishing Championships. Got my two teammates over here, Noah Jenkins and Marques. Say hi, guys.
What's going on?
If you'll look, there's just a few boats here. I think there's 337 boats in this. We lucked out and ended up in flight number 8, so we're like boat 237.
Yeah.
So all the good fishing spots are probably going to be taken, but that's all right. We'll make do. But, had a good 3 days of practice and found a few fish. We just see if we can make them bite. So, okay, we're at boat 145 and we're still sitting here with boat 263. We still have all these boats in front of us. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Feel like it's going to be full daylight by the time we get to our spot, but I guess everybody's got the same deal. Doing the parade through right now. Ready to announce us. Nice crowd you can see. Nice to send us off.
Top 12 last year in this tournament from California, Marques and Noah Jenkins.
That's my boys, Marques and Noah Jenkins. Here we go for see if we can whoop them up again this year. Right after a 40-mile run at 65 miles an hour, we are here at our first spot. We're easing up on them with trolling motor a little bit to your left, Louis. Yeah, working a little bit to your left. You can see on the graph right there on the GPS where we've marked our waypoints. It's a submerged point, downstream, down current point, and on the top of that point, you see it's just a high spot, and there's stumps and brush there. And we marked fish there yesterday. Didn't catch anything there, but we marked fish there yesterday. So we're getting ready to see how they're going to do. First fish in the boat. Wrong species. Louis is tearing up the channel catfish population out here with the big 6XD. A little bit of excitement. Too bad it was wrong species. We need some bass that size. What's that? Well, we're halfway through the day, and we fished 3 spots so far this morning. All 3 spots on electronics we're seeing fish, but we've got no fish in the boat yet. So we're just going to hop from waypoint to waypoint and check them. We were trying fishing them without idling over them, afraid we might spook fish, but then one of them we fished for 20 minutes and idled over it and they weren't any fish there. So I think we've decided to look at each one of them before we fish it. So we just idled over one a second ago, and there's about 3 or 4 stumps. It's got a few bass on them, so hopefully they can pick something up here. Hi everybody, Rob Bryant here. We're down in Buchanan, Tennessee, following the BASS High School National Bass Fishing Championships. We just finished our second day out. 337 teams out this year. Huge field, and we had a high bar to try to achieve this year. Last year we ended up having a place in the top 25 and with roughly 36 pounds of fish, and what we caught last year, had we caught this year, would put us in the top 3. So it was definitely a different lake. I'm here with Marques, who's fished his second year with me, and his younger sister Antonia, who also fishes tournaments. She's getting ready to go into the 5th grade, but she's already got started bass fishing. We're going to talk to her in a moment as well too. Louis, what did you feel like was so different this year?
A lot of it had to do with the population of bass out here. I mean, I really feel like the Asian carp have taken a toll on the bass fishing out here, and it was really hard to find those big groups of fish on the lake. You know, a lot of people were struggling. Day one, a lot of people barely caught 2 fish coming in, and compared to last year you would have no problem catching a limit, and you know, it was really tough this year. But I think the key is it didn't matter how many schools of fish you had marked, it was finding the right ones to bite, and that was the tough thing this week. We were around a lot of fish, we were around a lot of good structure, and it was just trying to find the right school to bite, and we couldn't find that school, but we grinded it out and we fished hard. And my coach, Rob Bryant, I mean, he really did put in 110% effort, and we wouldn't have been where we were if it wasn't for him out here.
Well, I had a great time fishing with you guys, and I, like I told you before, you and Noah both are welcome on boat anytime. It was definitely a different lake this year, and it's been a different lake for all of us. Yeah. You know, I can say that myself, just coming into this event. I was felt a little bit of pressure too, because I'm thinking, man, I gotta find fish for these guys. And the thing about it was, we did find some fish, but like I think you really hit on a key point. You had to find that right group of fish that's willing to bite. And I think we had 5 or 6 different schools located the first day. The second day, we just threw a Hail Mary and went all the way to Lake Barkley. You know, so tell us a little bit about what just the experience of being a part of this. You know, because you had to qualify to get here. This is an honor just to be a part of this. And so you tell us a little bit about how you qualified and what was involved in getting here to begin with.
Well, I qualified on the California Delta, and the way you qualify is you have to be first or second, and then you get paired up as a team, and then wherever the championship is, you come out and fish a championship. And this year it happened to be on Kentucky Lake, and I forgot what I was going to say.
That's okay.
What were you saying?
We're just talking about your experience
out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My experience out here, you know, the people are really nice. Everybody will give you their shirt off their back, and it was an amazing experience coming out here. I mean, for someone her age, it's definitely worth to try and come out and fish something like this, because it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. I'm never going to forget this.
That's kind of cool that you brought this. Will lead us in and talk to Antonia for just a minute. Now, I hear that you're fishing tournaments as well. Tell me about that. Didn't you place second in one recently?
Yes. On the beginning, I fished 2 tournaments. I got second, and it was really fun. I liked to fish, and yeah.
So do you think you're going to fish when you get to the high school level and try to qualify for this?
Yes. I really do want to.
Are you going to walk across that stage? Same one brother did last year?
I really hope I do make it to the juniors or high school.
Well, I think you will. I think you got a good coach right here. You know, listen to what he says, and he'll help you out. You know, we're here at some good friends of mine. They had a pond down, so we went down a few minutes ago and went fishing, and they both caught 2 fish in just a little bit of time. So I guess the fishing here at Seaton's Pond is a whole lot better than the fishing is on Kentucky Lake. But the experience as far as being a coach was awesome as well, and I would encourage others. You know, if you're ever asked to do this, by all means, you know, spend the time, contribute, give something back, and take these guys fishing. One thing you're going to find is these guys know how to fish. I wasn't tying on their baits for them. I wasn't having to wait on them. They knew exactly what to do. They knew exactly how to fish it. They were on autopilot. I basically drove the boat and found the right places. So if you are ever asked to be a part of this, and you know, I look at a lot of the other coaches, and there were professional fishermen
Elite Series pros, FLW Tour pros that all captain teams in this event. And there were some of them that came in with empty bags, so it was a really, really tough event. Very, very few limits weighed in. I think over a third of the field blanked both days. So, I mean, Kentucky Lake is in trouble with the Asian carp thing, but that's a video for another day. But if you do have the opportunity to do something like this, I would encourage you to do it. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding.
And I mean, these kids, me, my sister, and every other high school and junior, they're the future of our sport. And if it isn't for people like Rob Bryant, they're the only ones that are really going to keep it alive. So they got to put your time in and take a kid out to fish, because we're the future of the sport.
Wash away my troubles, wash away my pain with the rain of Shambhala. Wash away my sorrow, wash away my shame with the rain of Shambhala. Everyone is so helpful, everyone is so kind. I'm on the road to Shambhala. Everyone is lucky, everyone is so kind. I'm on the road to Shambhala. How does your light shine?